Sunday marks World Encephalitis Day. It's a day dedicated to raising awareness about the inflammation of the brain that can be life-threatening if it's not recognized and treated quickly. For one Colorado family, this cause is deeply personal. When her 17-year-old son was suddenly diagnosed with autoimmune encephalitis after spending months in the hospital, it changed everything. Now, Dr. Kelly Lamoureux is sharing her story to help educate families about the warning signs and the importance of early diagnosis. Earlier, Kelly spoke with her.
Hi, Dr. Kelly. I am so happy to be talking to you. This is a very, very important topic that hits home to you, and we'll get to that in a minute. But first, for people who don't know, what is encephalitis?
So, encephalitis is inflammation of the brain. It's either caused by an invading infection like a virus, or it can be an autoimmune reaction where the body actually starts to attack itself, mistakenly attack itself.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay, you're a healthcare professional yourself. We see you're in your dentist office right now. Before your son Josh's diagnosis, how familiar were you with encephalitis?
You know, I knew what encephalitis was, but it seemed like it would never touch my life.
Right.
And also, I did not understand how often it is misdiagnosed. I didn't understand the symptoms. It's it's different than what you would imagine, and it is very rare. In the United States, in the last decade, only 250,000 people have been
Wow.
diagnosed or hospitalized with encephalitis.
Right. So okay,
Yeah.
this is really important. We're raising awareness for this. So take us back to when it first started with Josh. What were those early symptoms and how did you realize that something just wasn't right with him?
So my son Josh has autoimmune encephalitis. It is very hard to diagnose. He has what's called auto antibody negative encephalitis. So the lab test did not show that he had it, but he had the symptoms. So Josh was 17 years old, living a normal life, normal kid, highly functional, gifted program at school. One day he started acting different. It was a behavior change. He started acting paranoid. Later, psychosis came. He was confused. And this is something that happens with a lot of people with this condition, and it's misdiagnosed as a mental health condition.
Right.
So I want to share one thing that happened early in his illness was
Yeah.
he one night, it was 1:30 in the morning. I felt I was awakened and I felt I needed to check my security cameras. And it was very persistent. And I was like, why am I awake? Why do I need to check? I checked
Yeah.
my security cameras. It was 14 degrees outside, blizzard and freezing. I checked my security cameras. Josh had been so confused because of his brain inflammation that he had gotten up 7 minutes earlier, left the house in
Oh,
nothing but a hoodie. We live in the middle of nowhere.
yeah.
And we got up and I saw that he left. I'm so grateful I was awoken. He was
Yeah.
wandering around in a blizzard, didn't know where he
Didn't
was.
know where he was.
So
Oh,
these are some of the early things that had happened. We didn't understand what was going on. We thought maybe it was drug use because his personality had changed so drastically and suddenly.
yeah.
And also the doctors didn't know. They assumed it was drug abuse too in the beginning.
And so with that, Dr. Kelly, I wanted to ask, like, how important was it for you to advocate for your son and say, I know something is wrong?
Yes. So I was met with a lot of opposition from the doctors and a lot of pushback. There was one angel nurse that mentioned the disease autoimmune encephalitis. I will forever be grateful for her.
Oh,
So that sent me on a road of discovering because I knew my son. I knew this wasn't what he had. And so um, as I researched, I was like, this is what my son has. And it's so rare and so
yeah.
hard to diagnose and so misunderstood that doctors were like, no, that's not what it is. So that's why I'm on here to share our story, to help other families who, to avoid going through what we went through. So,
Right.
yeah.
Dr. Kelly, how is Josh doing today?
He is doing so much better, but it's been 2 years and he gets immunotherapy treatments, lots of relapses. lots of ups and downs. He has an acquired brain injury from the inflammation. His doctors have been wonderful. He is today at this point is the longest he's been without a relapse.
Oh.
I'm seeing him improve every day, and I'm just so grateful for the miracle of that.
Oh, Dr. Kelly, I'm happy to hear that he's doing better. Before we go, I just want to ask you one more thing. If someone suspects something isn't right with their child or one of their loved ones, what should they do?
So, I am a medical professional, and the healthcare system is hard to navigate. I know a lot. But as a mom, really trust your gut and your intuition. Don't back down. Just because you're not a doctor doesn't mean you don't know that something is wrong, doesn't mean that you don't know your loved one better. So, don't be afraid to advocate, research the symptoms, do all your own research. You don't have to be a doctor to help your loved one.
Right. Oh, thank
Yeah.
you so much for joining us today, Dr.
you.
Kelly. We are sending you all the love, and
Thank
we're really
you.
happy you joined us today to get the awareness out about World Encephalitis Day.
Thank you so much for having me today. Appreciate
We'll see you
it.
soon.
Thank you.
Encephalitis can affect anyone at any age, and early recognition can make all the difference. To learn more about the signs, symptoms, and how you can support World Encephalitis Day, visit Encephalitis International's Instagram or the website listed on your screen.